Yes.
whole universe out there that can begin to give us help if we begin to receive the synchronicities of life.
Wow. Do you think there would be anything coincidental about when I was 20 years old meeting a girl who had the same exact birthday, born the same day and same year as me? There happens to be like a lot of good things that happen in my life, like coincidences that I can't explain. It's so weird when I tell these people these things; they don't believe me. And I see these things, and I try to explain like what I know to be true to people, but sometimes they think I'm crazy for saying these things. They're like, "Man, you were out there," sometimes. But like I'll try to say things about how I lived at that address a long time ago, 2666 Dolan Court in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and why my parents would even pick an address with that number in it, is beyond me. I'll just go to the next house if I have to move somewhere.
Well, that you got to understand. You got to understand what's going on there is synchronicity, and the reason there's synchronicity in your life is because it's asking you to pay attention to it. And paying attention to it means you don't invest into it; you just observe it from the neutral perspective. When synchronicity marches into your life like that, it's saying, pay attention. There is change on hand. There is lessons to be learned here. There are people to learn about. And it's not about you investing that in them and figuring them out. It's allowing them to be. Because the second you try to create with the synchronicity goes away.
Okay. Yeah, it scared me one day because when you're a kid and you're not even 10 years old and you try to do stupid stuff to see what would happen and you try to talk to spirits and stuff. Well, it scared the crap out of me.
It scared you for numerous reasons. I actually remember about what you were talking about.
Yeah, the walls.
The video game and the whole 9 yards. Well, you got to understand, that was the young you. And the adult you has to let go of those things. And just like the other caller, you have to go through your own ritual purification, where you let go of the old concept and say, you can no longer project on me, young kid, that made a dumb mistake. You are being returned to cellular memory. And once again, you have to do that out loud while you're unplugged from the Matrix. Because the Matrix is going to do whatever it can do to pull you back in. Because even when you're unconnected for 1 second, you have the infinite energy available to you, but it's your free will to use it. And that's the crux about free will. You have to use it without doubt, fear, envy, greed, or jealousy as any part of you. Free will only comes to full expression when you are from the sacred neutral perspective, fully expressing it without polarity.
Question from guest 6755. Andrew, I am not the only one who has uncanny, undeniable synchronicities when hearing or watching your videos. Can you tell why this happens? Because I'm a signature frequency teacher of the moment, have been, will be, and will always be. I am a moment-to-moment being who has accepted the torch of eldership from a previous moment-to-moment being and has also passed the torch of eldership onto my future moment-to-moment living beings, because I'm all my past, present, and future beings simultaneously living. And when those have an uncanny experience with me, be it dream time or physical world, it is because they too, on that signature frequency path of being all of them past, present, and future selves simultaneously. And when something reflects that back to you, it is a form of entrainment, meaning this is what the greater soul frequency is trying to tell you as a past, present, and future living manifestation being in front of you, who you can go through inner discernment with whatever encoded forms of light there are, so you can tune yourself to be all of your past, present, and future selves simultaneously living with an unbroken chain of severe personal eldership to the great and growth of your own soul.
I've come forward as a human being going through an incredible experience of change. I am not an omniscient being. I am not in the Ashtar Command. I am not in any of those things. My record has been public from point 1 to point 2 to point 3. And all those bloggers out there and all those light workers out there who project a perception upon me, when you look at the totality of my work, it speaks for itself. Why? Because my signature frequency of information remains in the heart space. And those people that hear it know it.